Hey, who really cares about experience? Seek expertise. Let's go deeper. Hey guys, how's it going? JD here. So before we jump into the work study lesson, I wanted to dive deeper into that opening that, you really should seek expertise. Or let me say this, expertise trumps experience. Okay. So if you don't know, if you're new to this channel, I've been trading for 15 years, but most of that I was losing. So does it really matter that I have 15 years of experience? You see what I mean? I would say for the last three, maybe going on 4 years now, I've been trading price action and things have changed for me, so now I've gained expertise in trading in my field and in my strategy. But I got 15 years of experience that basically wasn't paying off nothing. That I got 3 years of expertise, and of course I didn't have the expertise the whole 3 years. But what my point I'm trying to get across today is that price action is where it's at. Okay. Many of you have tried other things already. I spent 15 years trying robots, trying breakout strategies, trying every indicator combination that I could find, that I could, come up with myself. I tried building strategies, automated strategies, because we bought this one platform that was supposed to create strategies for us, like the programming side of things. So listen, I've tried it. In that 15 years, I was trying everything. So I wasn't doing the same thing for 15 years and failing. I was going from this strategy to the next strategy, to the next strategy, to the next course, to the next course, from the next book to the next book. So I've been on a very long journey. Okay. So I got 15 years of experience, but most of it is futile. All right. But I really want to get across that, man, for you guys who have found this channel, what took me 15 years, you probably can do in 6 months with focus, and just flat out saying, going 10 toes down on price action. Okay. So this isn't about me or my great strategy. This is about price action. Okay. I just want to encourage everybody. Price action is king. And just check the comments. Many of you have already started winning just from being on this channel. Others have started winning who got my course. Yet and still, at the end of the day, it's price action, right? I'm showing price action on YouTube for free. I go deeper in my course on price action. It's all price action. So I'm just saying, I'm not saying, I want to encourage you guys is what I'm doing. It's a plea to my students and to my subscribers here. Go 10 toes down on price action. Okay. It's the strategy that you need, but it takes focus. It takes practice. You got to practice. Just because it works doesn't mean you're going to be able to pick it up and do it. See what I mean? You have to be able to see the market. You have to be able to understand the market cycle. You have to be able to understand the rule of two. You have to have the patience and discipline to wait for a touch off the 21 EMA. I say it every video. I show it every work study lesson. I show it in every trade example. The best entries are off the 21 EMA. And I know you guys still just take other type of trades. I already know it. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things. It's just one of those things in trading. You can know exactly what to do and you still don't do it. I don't know if we're just naturally hard-headed, because I do it sometimes too. That's why I'm laughing, because, I still do it sometimes. But if you get the discipline to just wait for that touch off 21 EMA, you'll be way ahead of the game. So I just really want to encourage all the new people to the channel, all the old people on the channel. The search is over as far as strategy. The search is over as far as strategy. Even if you've had some rough weeks, some rough months, Stick to it. Okay. The mindset I'm trying to give you guys is that, don't go 15 years like me gaining futile experience when you could just go 10 toes down on price action right now. Make the decision to go 10 toes down on price action right now. And in a year from now, you'll be so glad you did, and I'm not saying only my brand of price action. I'm saying price action wherever you can find it. Go to other YouTube videos, buy some books. If you want to buy another core price action, whatever. I'm just saying price action is where it's at, because even when you find a different kind of brand of price action, it's still really the same. They may not call it a second entry. They may call it 2 legs back, or they may not call it a higher low or lower high. They may have some other type of name for it, but as you practice, you'll see like, oh no, that's the same thing JD be talking about. That's just a second entry long. All we had to do was wait for the EMA touch, and we wouldn't have had to draw all this support and resistance. So price action can be different depending on who's teaching it, but if it's price action, that's where it's at. I'm just saying. But if you just continue to listen to my work study lessons, watch these work study lessons, I have over 340 something videos on this channel now. That's a catalog. Okay. So everything is here for you and it's free. Just go through it. You will see it. So if it's not snapping for you yet, if it hasn't clicked yet, that's normal. Okay. If you've been watching my videos for a while and you feel like it hasn't clicked yet, that is normal. I can't tell you why it happens like that. All I can tell you is that it's normal if it hasn't clicked yet. But if you see how these second entries keep working, if you see how these higher lows keep working, one day your eyes just gonna see it. I don't know why you can't see it. I don't know why it takes a little while to see it. I don't. What I do know is that if you continue to practice, if you continue to study, one day it's gonna click. That's all I can tell you. And I don't know why, but one day it's gonna click. And for those who are in the course, I'm steady getting better. I'm steady, adding. I read this book on optimizing your strategy. I read this book, then I read another book from Price Pritchard called YouTube about how to take a quantum leap in your efforts, and something else just snapped for me. I added it to the course, and I'm just waiting for the testimonies to come in, because since I've added that thing to the course, my goodness, I'm murdering pocket options right now. So stick to it. Okay. Price action. Practice. One day it's going to click. One day it's going to become easier. And if you want a fast pace to it, just get my course and just go to the very bottom and watch that new lesson, because it is a game changer. But, if I hadn't went 10 toes down, if I hadn't continued to study, if I hadn't continued to search, if I hadn't continued to learn, even though, some would be like, oh, you got it figured out, why are you still trying to learn? Because why not get better? You know what I'm saying? Why not always continue to try to get better? And now I found something that making my strategy even easier, even simpler, even less stress. Man. Price action. Okay. Continue to be a life learner. Make a decision that I'm not jumping around anymore. I'm going to believe this guy. And I'm going to believe this guy. I know it's tough. To just throw all your eggs in this price action basket, possibly. But go through the comments. Look at how people are winning for the first. Some people, I've had at least 4 or 5 people say they've been trading for 5 years and they're winning for the first time. So, hey, take this ride. But you know what? I'll tell you this, and then we can get to the work study lesson. I need somebody to go 10 toes down with price action. Well, it's already happening, but please send me in the testimonies of when you went 10 toes down with this price action and you're winning now for the first time, and maybe it only took you a couple months to start actually winning. Encourage other people on this channel, you know, write your testimonies in the comments here, because you know what? That's going to make my 15 years worth it. You know, seeing those comments, seeing how you guys are winning for the first time, that makes the 15 years of experience that's really a waste to me worth it. And I appreciate it. So I'll appreciate it if you guys do that. For those who have come to this channel, you've started winning for the first time, please share your experience in the comments with everybody. And because price action is where it's at. And if you study, and practice, you will become a price action expert. And then the whole trading world will open up for you. Okay. So I appreciate it. So, hey, please hit the comments with those testimonies. And also for everybody else who's new and everybody else who's making the decision today that you're going to go all in on price action, put 10 toes down in there. 10 toes down. Put 10 toes down in the comments. All right. So please like, subscribe, and share. Let everybody know that something special is happening on this channel. People's journeys are getting a lot better. All right. So let's jump into that work study lesson. My name is JD. And as always, I wish you increase on the sudden. Bye-bye. All right, guys. So for the work study lesson today, we're looking at the Audi CAD, and it was in a little range here, a little tight range. Then you get a nice strong breakout right here. Then it pulled back, and now this is a high, lower high here, and this candle broke lower and got back under the EMA. But the problem is this is really a first entry, and so you know this could be a failed breakout. I mean, it came back pretty strong, so I'm skipping this trade. You know, although it looks pretty good, I'm skipping it to see what's really gonna happen. Then we shoot down, make the new low. Now I feel more confident that all right, this range is over. You know, we're coming out of this supply zone, and we're probably going to head down. All right. So from here, we get a first entry, push down, but look, we didn't make a new low. So we're actually still in play here. So we get a first entry, then push up. Now you get another touch, another test of that old range, push down, close lower. This one I like. Oops. What do I got this on? Now, yeah, now after this second touch, and it did the same thing again, I almost can call that a repeat pattern. Now I like it. Plus it's a first entry, second entry short, right off of the bottom of the range. And so, boom, you drop. Then we get the high, push down. What do we have here? A lower high, right off the EMA. 1, 2, 3, but that's a loser. Oh, let's change the color. But that's a good trade. I mean, that's a good trade. Don't win them all. Okay. Then you drop down again. And so from here to slow. First entry. Pushed up, came down. That's your first entry. Broke lower, but didn't make a new low. Pushed right back up again. This is a second entry short right here. Basically right off the EMA. Again, you know, we lost here, but you got another second entry short. Again, we've broken out now. You just gotta, that's why you risk 1%. So if you lose here, you're not tripping, and you would just take another trade because you got it right back right here. Boom, now you're off to the races. Now we got another one, high, push down, lower high. This one, I'm not taking. Signal candle dudded out. You know, if it closes on its low, closes lower than the one to the left, I take that. But it didn't, it dudded out. That's just unfortunate. That's just unfortunate. Then we got a new low in place here. Push up, this is the first entry. Push up, this is the second entry. Now, this one here, it's all about how you play it, whether you're gonna win or not. If you enter right when it breaks here, because if this was moving strong, you may want to go early as soon as it breaks here. If you wait for the close, 1, 2, 3, you lose. If you enter when it breaks under this candle here, you win. So let's make that one yellow, because it all depends on how you played it. But it had a lot of strength. I actually would have entered once it broke here, because it was coming down fast. So that one comes down to how you played it, unfortunately. But then let me go back to white. Then you get the high, push down, lower high again, nearly right off the EMA. And even if you don't like that one, then you get another drop here. So either one of those two you take is a win. 1, 2, 3. Either one is a good win. Then we got another new low. Pushed up, came back down, but unfortunately this one broke lower, so it messed up the count. So then this would all be a first entry, so you can't take it, and the signal candle is suspect. So you missed that drop. That's just a heartbreaker. That's just a heartbreaker, but it happens, you know, you just got to live with that. Then we make another new low, wait for it, push up. Here's your first entry, don't take it. Pushed up, now look at the second entry short you get right here. That boy right there is money. Breaks lower off the EMA, closes lower than 3 candles, closes on its bottom with a target down here. This is perfection. Nearly perfection. 1, 2, it's the home run of the day though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a beauty. But then you get the first entry pushed up. You get another right here. Another second entry short right off the EMA. 1, 2, 3. That's a win. Then you got another new low here. But this time the push up pushes well through the top of the EMA, closes up here. There's nothing to do. There is absolutely nothing to do because we've got a break. Now we're expecting the trend break retest, but we never know when it's going to start. And at this point, it's too soon to think it's just going to start from these. Also, notice once it breaks back under the EMA, look at this. Warning shot, don't go short. 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 So guess what you shouldn't do? Guess what you shouldn't do right there? Don't go short. And then it's working back up. You know, by this time the zigzag would have probably given you the sign that it's moving up. And so now you just wait. That trend is kind of over. All right. And so that was it. You know, I had to stop right there. 1, 2, but you had, man, that was, see, well, depending on how you played this one, I'm gonna count that as 1. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 solid trades out of 7. You might have went 6 out of 7 on that. Well, you know what? Let me just mark a couple of these up since this is so beautiful. But once you see this, once the zigzag gives you the 2 legs back, now you start looking for shorts. And your first one will be right here. You got a high, push up. Look at that rejection candle right there. All right, boom, right there. Lower high. Take that. 1, 2, 3. That's a good win. Then count from the bottom here. That's just a first entry. Nothing you can do. Unfortunate too, because that's a nice falling hammer right there. Ooh, you know what? Now I always say there's 2 ways you can do this. I like colors. I like seeing 2 greens back, but per the stem count, this is your first entry right here. Then it pushed up, broke higher again, and came all the way down. That's your second entry, all in 1 candle. Now that's a little advanced, but that's exactly what happened. That's actually that's a hidden second entry short. That's what you would call that. Because per the stem count, up, down, that's first entry. Then it pushed up, broke higher. That's just, and then when it comes back down and closes here, that's your second entry, all in 1 bar. I know that's kind of tough for people, but that's legit right there. And then after the second entry, what are we expecting for? A lower high as usual. Here's the high, push down, lower high. This signal candle does out, but this one is beautiful. I would still take it. I would still take it because at this point we're expecting another leg of this distance, and we're into it now. I mean, this is your target right here. I'm taking this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that gets us to the target. This one here, pull back. Your signal candle is terrible. Didn't touch the EMA. I don't take it. You missed the run of the day. But hey, a rule is the rule is the rules, right? So you just can't take those. But hey, that was the Audi CAD, and there was some nice trade in there. Again, let me just point some things out. First of all, let's just point out everything off the EMA worked, other than maybe this one, right? Well, this wasn't off the EMA. Off the EMA, basically off the EMA. We'll skip that one, basically off the EMA. Definitely off the EMA. Definitely off the EMA. Definitely off the EMA. Definitely off the EMA. Off the EMA. I don't know. Maybe we should get a tattoo on our hands that say off the EMA. Off the EMA. I mean, I say it every day. Off the EMA. I'm not trying to rhyme. Off the EMA. Now, also, let me point out the rule of 2 for those who are new to the channel and don't know what the rule of 2 is. The market moves in 2s. So after you get a leg like this, you can expect another leg, right? And it came right here. And let's see, the distance this time is not going to be, it didn't make it to the distance. Yeah, it didn't make it to the distance, but you know, it doesn't always make it. But you would have caught quite a bit of that run if you had taken it. All right, rule of two. Also, look at the rule of two. Here's one leg up, push back, second leg up, rule of two. Let's look at that distance. Let's look at this leg here. Nearly identical. The market moves in two, people. The market moves in two, if you don't know, in both directions. So that's why when you get a big trend down, you expect a two-legged retracement and then another leg of this distance. It really helps your trading. Rule of two. This is also the market cycle. Trend down, trend break, retest to a new low. Market cycle. So everything that I teach in trading is right here. The market cycle, the rule of two, the 21 EMA giving us the direction, and our entries off the 21 EMA. Trading doesn't get any simpler than this. Okay? It just doesn't. It just doesn't. This is why we're 10 toes down on price action. Okay? Trading doesn't get any easier than this. This is why we're 10 toes down on price action. Rule of two, market cycle, 21 EMA for your entries. That's JD's version of price action trading, and it doesn't get any simpler. All right? So this is a great time to subscribe and hit that like button. Look out for your boy. All right? And as usual, I got a trade example for you, and we'll wrap up the day with that. So, hey, I appreciate you. Let's check out that trade example. So we're basically getting a second entry short here and a strong trend. We're coming right off the EMA. Oh, we're breaking lower. I'm going. All right, 3 minutes with strong trend. Basically a second entry short with strong trend is what I'm reading here. I went early, but that's because the candle broke lower than the one to the left quickly. And in a strong trend, maybe we get away with this. We'll see. Okay, thanks for tuning in. Remember to subscribe and remember to like. I greatly appreciate it. My name is JD, and as always, I wish you increase on the Sutton. Bye-bye.